Talk to me, Glenn Beck, weekdays 9 to noon on the new Talk Radio 1270 WXYT.
It's 6:38 in the morning here on the new Talk Radio 1270 WXYT. Charlie Langton here. Thanks for tuning in. 248-356-1270. That is our number. Also, you can go on to our website at talkradio1270.com. Click on the real-time react, by the way. All right, beating the movie odds right now. I've never been in a movie. One of my goals, seriously, is to be in a movie.
Well, I'll put you in one.
I want one. I'm going to be here, so that's why we're going to put all these directors on here.
It's official.
You guys can do it. It's done.
It's already done. It's on air now, so it is official.
Oh, it is? That's right. All right, we're there. We're there. I think it'd be kind of fun, though. Joining me here in the studio is Sam Logan Khaleghi.
Khaleghi, that's right.
I got
Absolutely.
I said it right. He is a local guy. He is big in the film industry locally. He is making a career out of this. He's had a number of films and other creative endeavors to his credit, including Love is a Thief's Game. He was also in the ABC. This is CBS, by the way. That's okay.
Oh.
Detroit,
I know where it is.
Detroit 187. That's okay. We like that. So.
We love ABC. We love CBS. We love everybody.
That's right. You're supposed to love everybody. It's a good thing. Sam, so whatever happened? And you're working on another one right now.
Yeah, we're doing one right now. We're shooting in a few weeks, technically.
Yeah. Okay, we'll get to that. So whatever happened to Detroit 187, though?
Detroit 187?
Give me the dirt. Do you know any dirt on this? And
do I know the dirt?
The ratings were lousy, though. They weren't very good.
Well, I can't say too much bad about it. I mean, it put me to work. So
were you on every episode? What was your involvement with that?
I was in the episode before the season finale, and I had a lot of.
So you're the cause of it going under? No.
I'm the cause of it, right?
No, not really.
And as soon as everybody saw me, they were like, "Listen, we gotta can this thing." No, it was. I think the show. Here's how it is. The last few episodes, the general consensus amongst peers of mine have said that the last few episodes were great, and it started off rocky.
Yeah.
Sort of the first few episodes were
a little slow, just
not as strong. I guess both in image and also the dialogue and the situations and front page kind of stuff, but. Wasn't
a little more action. A little more action. A little more controversy
deeper,
with
a little bit more. So
it didn't really catch on for me. I did watch a couple of episodes,
but we were still supportive of it because at the same time we had a show here in Detroit.
I love the fact that it was in Detroit.
Absolutely.
I like the scenery. I thought was great when they showed the different scenes. I know that I've been there. That was always good.
Well, that's the thing is Detroiters love about being from here is anytime we see Detroit, even in like a TV commercial, and we're excited about it because we know I've been there and I've done something there, or we drove by that place. If you're from LA or New York, you get really used to it, and it's kind of like, oh, whatever.
I think Detroit's got a real gritty, though. The people in Detroit, I think there's a lot of talent around here. In my involvement in the television and radio world now, there's a lot of talent around Detroit. Detroit's really, really good. The art world in Detroit.
Oh, my goodness. The music world, really everywhere. I mean, the business world. I mean, every industry around here is kind of booming. We've got a lot of really talented individuals sort of coming out.
Tell me what so you've been doing this for, this is your career. This is
what I do.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so.
And you also, besides you act in the movie.
I did. Well, yeah, I sort of wear all the hats here. Well, this is the second time that I'll be acting, producing, writing, and directing. Well, they all come.
I've never understood.
They all come in, order. Actually.
How do you just help me out here? If I'm I was a theater major back in my.
I know that absolutely. I know that, which is why I have so much respect for you. I went to theater school.
Yeah, I actually like acting. I miss it. I haven't done a whole lot of it though, except this gig here. But I don't understand how you can direct and act in the same show. Right, I don't get it.
Well, you have to have a really great crew. That's what you have a really great crew. Obviously, Can
you be critical with yourself?
I think you're more critical with yourself
as a director.
Well, absolutely, than other people could be because, you're trying to do the best job you can do for yourself. Because if you're playing a part, in this case, I'm playing the part of Wesley Kent, who's a soldier returning from the war abroad.
All right, let's talk. This is by Approaching Midnight.
Approaching Midnight. This is the movie we're
working on right now.
Approaching Midnight is the film we're shooting right now. Well, we are about to shoot. We've shot. What's it about? It's about a soldier who returns from the war abroad, of course, and there's
in Iran.
Well, no.
Iraq, rather.
No, in Iraq. I am Persian.
Yeah.
But that's part of it too, and it's art imitating life and imitating art, of course. Yeah. And
so you're returning from the war,
right? And he's bringing back the body of his best friend. Mm. He's also coming to attend the funeral of his
ex-girlfriend.
When he had left, she didn't want him to go. And so
so while he was over the war, she ditched him for someone else.
Well, there's some twists and turns at the end, but there's a mystery that he's trying to unsolve in the 90 minutes of the film that we'll probably edit together. And it's a very internal story. It's a very emotional story. It's sort of about, I don't know, this is going to be a terrible answer, but it's about how fragile human beings are. And I know that might sound a little trite, but it really is. I've met a lot of people and befriended a lot of soldiers who've come back, who've had a lot of really great stories of their own, things that happened together with their family. But there's also a bit of a, and it's not necessarily based on a true story, but, based on stories that I've heard. Also, there's an amalgam between the real world and politics and what's going on. And his ex-girlfriend, played by Jana Kramer, her father in the film is running for governor, and so he's trying to keep a lot of the details of her death basically sort of undercover, and he's trying to figure that out. And the thing is, do you want to figure that out? Can you move on? And then of course he starts a relationship with a new woman in the action of the film, and so he's got to also be okay with that. Is it okay that I can start a new relationship based off this one ending? So yeah.
Right. All right. Hey, listen, let's take a quick break, okay? I want to finish more of this with Sam Logan Khaleghi. He is a Detroit filmmaker. He is working on his new movie right now called Approaching Midnight. We're going to take a break. When we come back, a little bit more about the Michigan film industry and what has this done with the governor's kind of the cutting of this budget for the film industry. What has this done to the film industry here in the state of Michigan? Quick break. We will be back in a minute. If you're going to be a filmmaker in the city of Detroit, that is an amazing...
It's an amazing feat.
It really is amazing. It's hard to do. It's not easy.
It's not easy at all.
Some people made it out of Detroit, but not a ton of people though.
A lot of people made it out of Detroit, and then came back to help make Detroit. I'm pointing to myself right now. I don't know, the audience can't see that, but and we got some really great people involved in this. Obviously, we were just talking about that earlier. Jana Kramer, who's one of the stars of the TV show One Tree Hill. Who's a native Detroiter, and she's about to go on tour, I think. She's got a new country album out, and she's on the soundtrack for Footloose. We have Brandon T. Jackson, of course, from Tropic Thunder fame, Fast and the Furious, and he's in the upcoming sequel to The Lightning Thief, the big kids movie. It's called Sea of Monsters. Mia Serafino, Michelle Lynn Balser.
What does that mean? You say Michelle Lynn? What is that? What is that? Is there some some dirt there?
Is there something? Charlie's always trying to uncover something.
I'm trying to find some dirt over here.
Anything that makes the show more exciting.
Anything you want to tell us about Michelle there? Or no? No. Okay.
Well, I'll bring them all in next time.
I hope. Yeah, really.
Hopefully. Well, yeah. We got to have a beautiful cast. That's how it works. You have to have good looking faces on camera.
That's right.
So to balance.
That's why I'm
going to put you in the movie. That's why I'm putting you in the movie.
That's why I'm out of here. Hey, let me give the numbers. 248-356-1270. We're here with Sam Logan Khaleghi. Khaleghi. That's not that right. Khaleghi, and he is a movie maker in the city of Detroit. He is coming out with his new movie. When is this going to be?
Approaching Midnight. Well, we're going to shoot from March, April, and we're probably going to do we'll do a big grand local premiere, big red carpet, and we'd like to get everybody involved. And I might just toss this out there: is anyone from now until when the movie's done? If people want to follow us, they can do so. They can follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/SamLoganK. SamLoganK. And if they want to email us, if they're interested in, we've sort of set up an email. A lot of people like to be extras or might, hey, maybe there's a rich Detroiter out there that might want to help finance a future film. I don't know. Maybe there's an Illich out there or something that wants to call me. Approaching Midnight at yahoo.com.
No, he listens to
Absolutely. Approaching Midnight at yahoo.com is just email me.
248-356-1270. That is our number. Also go on our website at talkradio1270.com. Click on the Real-Time React. Those are the numbers to get a hold of us. Again, 248-356-1270. Sam Logan K.
Yes.
Just go there. Why'd you drop the Khaleghi?
Well,
no.
Well, my professional name officially is Sam Logan Khaleghi, but I guess a lot of people got confused. They see those letters at the end. They're like, how do I pronounce that?
I know.
So I said, you know what? Sam Logan K. We'll just K will abbreviate it.
Yeah, some people like L. Brooks Patterson, but you go Sam Logan K. It's okay. I can go with that.
There we go.
That'd be kind of good. All right, so tell me about
Charlie L.
Charlie L. I'll be fine. There we go. Yeah. Okay, so now tell me about this when Governor Snyder X'd out the money for the film industry. How did that affect you?
How did it affect? Well, it both directly. I guess it didn't directly affect this film.
You got money from you benefited from the film industry from that money, didn't you?
Well, if you want to say yes, I benefited in the way that you can say that I had a role on Detroit 187. I worked on a couple other features that were here: Gran Torino, Whip It, Prayers for Bobby, and a lot of friends I had.
What'd you do with Gran Torino?
I worked before I was producing, and I was actually working in casting.
Really?
I know Charlie's kind of nodding his head, looking at me. So.
Really, Gran Torino.
And I assisted a couple of the local casting directors here.
Did you meet Clint Eastwood?
I from a sort of a distant sort of
He's a pretty nice guy.
He is a very nice gentleman. Yeah, but you don't get a lot of time with him. So it's sort of hey, hi, okay, have a good day.
Hi.
But no, he's an amazing man, an amazing filmmaker too. So and maybe one day.
And then after, but when the financing kind of fell out from Michigan,
we're seeing
Oz will be the
last big movie. The last big movie. Well, what's happening is all right. So a lot of people don't.
Have you been to the set of Oz? I've been to the set of Oz.
I haven't, but
oh my gosh! I mean,
Mia's working on Oz. So,
really?
Yeah,
it's amazing. Amazing set.
I hear it's going to be amazing. I think what's going to happen is Rally. Obviously, it's going to slash a lot of these huge studio films that are coming to town. The big Disney pictures, the big sort of big Paramount, sort of big these large movies. But we're gonna. I think the incentive, the way it's designed now, is for volume, more medium-sized to smaller or larger independent films.
So what's the budget for something like that?
Between $1 to $5 million, $1 to $10 million.
What's the cost of all? You're not paying those actors. Believe me, these actors are not making that kind of money, are they?
Well, in my film,
and you're
well, it's a passion project.
It's a passion.
It's a passion project.
That means they're not making anything. Okay.
We're paying in IOUs and favors. No, but it is funny that we say that. But Brandon actually, for example, came to me and wanted to do that. I mean, these actors that are from Detroit. Obviously, Jana, has Detroit roots.
Sure.
Brandon has Detroit roots. Mia has Detroit roots. Michelle has Detroit roots.
Well, it's got a good. I mean, if you have a good script, I mean, it's fun to do this. I mean, it's definitely fun to do this. But the problem is, if the governor has cut the funding for the Michigan film industry, it is going to suffer as far as making movies.
As far as making the larger pictures, the big budget large pictures, yes. It's a hard place to be because I understand both sides. I want this to happen. I want people to work. I want the excitement. Think about all the tourism. Think about, one of the things I've told people is imagine sort of New York in your head. The reason you imagine New York in your head is because you've seen movies.
Sure.
And so you know what New York looks like through movies. But what does Detroit look like? And we don't have a lot of movies out there right now. It's about creating that image.
Yeah,
and
what we show of Detroit sometimes is not necessarily the best.
Well, not necessarily. I mean, besides what we see on CNN, and but I would
and there'll be some ancillary business. Though I think what the movie is, if you give 40% of a rebate to pretty much, you can grow wine on Belle Isle and probably make that a go. And that's probably the governor. I think has the right approach that you've got to have a balance. In other words, there should be some incentive, kind of like Pure Michigan, to create some of these ancillary.
And I was in
businesses.
the Pure Michigan ads actually.
Oh, really?
And there you go. That's another.
Jeez, you've been. Where's this all this resume?
No. No. So everyone can probably see me in the Pure Michigan
spots. Who came up with that theme music though? That is so spoofable.
I loved it. It's actually it is. It's kind of a cute.
Have you seen all the spoofs on that though?
The Pure Michigan spoofs on YouTube.
Oh my God!
Like the I like the Downriver ones.
Yes, the Downriver
ones. The Detroit Lions one is pretty funny. Well, I mean, again, I.
Do you think people will support the film industry as far as wanting and lobbying the governor enough to get more money into the film industry?
I think people are going to be 50-50 on it no matter what.
Allen Park voters are going to vote on a millage to support its film studio debt. Mm-hmm. And I will. They have a $22 million budget. The city borrowed $2.2 million for this bond.
Well, what a lot of people don't know is, a lot of these studios that were popping up, and I won't start naming them this because I probably don't want a lot of really bags of burning leaves at my doorstep. But there's a lot of these studios, a lot of these studios that popped up, overnight studios that sort of made a lot of promises. And they came here with Hollywood lights, and they didn't really have them. Okay, but it's a hard place to be because on one hand, yes, if there's an opportunity for good things to happen, that usually allows an opportunity for bad people to show up too. But at the same time, the incentive has been very good. In the sense that it has put a lot of people to work, ancillary business, as we know, and the world still knows about Detroit. By the world, I'm referring to the greater, economy of the nation itself. If you go to LA and people go, oh wow, Detroit, oh wow, Eminem's from Detroit, Kids Rock from Detroit, and now that TV show Hung. I love that. That's from Detroit.
Yeah.
So
you weren't in that, were you?
I was not on Hung.
You auditioned and you didn't make it.
Whatever. No. I don't know. You got to audition in the world. But you know what? It's shot down the street from my mom's house. So hey, mama. Right. And so, and I had to,
She auditioned.
She auditioned. No, but that's what's great about it is that there has been a benefit, but we need to find a balance. I think both sides need to come together on discovering what the goal really is. And if the goal is economic activity in Michigan, then it's done that. If it's returning money to the Treasury, well, yeah, okay, that's arguable.
But what you do over here though with your movie, you want to.
I'm going to be here no matter what, and I want to make that very clear. Yeah. I'm from here. I will be here. I will continue to make films here. Approaching Midnight is not being made under the Film Incentive Program, but I love everyone at the film office, and I want them to be excited about it. I'm making it here no matter what, and it's happening. Yeah. And I will be back. Love is a Thieves game was shot here. Right. This is being shot here. The next one, hopefully. You have one in the works after Approaching Midnight? That's the goal, to always have something in the works. I mean, you have to.
Have that one. All right, real quick. Approaching Midnight is it's not out yet. It's in production right now. Right. Probably some twists and turns before it actually gets out. Story of a.
Yeah, we'll probably have to fly to Cannes and Sundance and try to. Yeah, that's how I got my second unit director behind me, Jesse, and he's laughing. But we got to go hawk it at Sundance when it's done.
Yeah,
so
you got to do that. You got to do that. All right. Well, we'll watch for that movie. Oh yeah, a story of a struggling person who he's trying to defend his ethnic identity amongst his friends when he returns from the war. He's Iranian American, just like
Persian American,
just like you. A little little autobiographical kind of thing.
Well, that's another thing. You don't see a lot of those kind of people.
Yeah. So. All right. Sam Logan K, but Sam Logan Khaleghi. Good. Hey, thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. All the best. Let us know when this movie's out.
Twitter.com/SamLoganK.
All right, we will do that. All right, take a break.